brought stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Alright, and due to a sudden change in plans, I will be singing Lubos PASO, the Philippine National Anthem. Bastang silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig. Hindi ka pasisiin, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bugaw. Ang dilag, ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pag may magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng walhati pagsinta, duhay langit sa piling mo. Ang hindi kaya na pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Opening remarks in the form of a video, so take it away.
Hello everyone, my name is Matt Santos and I am one of your co-presidents of culture for Lubos PASO this year. I would like to formally introduce and welcome you to our Celebrating Philippine Culture Night. It is our 20th one and that's kind of what makes it special this year. So some of you may have noticed that this year's celebration is a bit different. Usually we do some sort of scripted show and then we put the dances in together, but this year we kind of wanted to go for a more festival-like style. And part of this reason is because during the pandemic, a lot of our older members graduated, and this year there was less participation in CPC this year, so we decided to make the most of what we had, and instead of doing a whole scripted show where we wouldn't have enough people to do much, we just wanted to do the dances, because for me and for most of us, CPC is a lot about the dances and the stories we tell, and that story could be told in a different way, not just script. And with a festival style, we felt it was better to do it this way. One, because it's easier and more affordable because we didn't have that much money this year. And also because when I think of celebrations in the Philippines, it's not really like sitting down and watching a show. It's more like you get to move around and eat food and socialize and just sing and dance with all your friends and family. And we feel like this form of CPC is more, it resembles more of what we see in our culture. Also, part of this was also because I remember that our founders told us that we used to do CPCs in this format, and one of the reasons we call it CPC instead of the typical PCN is because we wanted it to be different. We wanted, instead of having to do a sit-down kind of show, it was more of an immersive experience like this, and this is how the founders used to do CPCs, so we wanted to go back to those roots as well. This year's theme is Kabanatan, which means resilience in Tagalog. And I guess part of my vision for this was earlier this year, my great-grandmother, who I called Mamu, passed away in February. And the grieving experience was kind of a lot, along with like all the other responsibilities I had with like Lubos and school and like theater productions, that it got a bit much. But it also opened my eyes to how everyone was affected by the pandemic, because I couldn't go back. Part of the reason was COVID, and how I wasn't allowed to travel to the Philippines without like a quarantine and things like that. And with COVID, we're still recovering from that. Even CPC is. That's why there's not many participants this year, because there was not many people really knew what CPC was. And we're all like slowly recovering from that. But even though we're all having our own challenges, we're still fighting through it and doing our best. For me, even though I was faced with that grief, I wanted to do what I could for Lubos still. I wanted to bring back this celebration of Philippine culture, because I saw not many people knew about it or wanted to participate, and I wanted to revive that in some way. So we're all affected by the pandemic. And I kind of just wanted to show that despite that, we're all still fighting. We're all still showing our Filipino resilience, because that's what we do. Most of us have moved here, or our parents or grandparents moved here, having to face all those challenges, but we're still fighting through it, doing the best we can to be successful for ourselves and our families and our friends. And I thought that was a good thing to show this, especially after the pandemic, you know? And despite what I faced with my great-grandmother, I wanted to show that resilience, and I wanted to give everyone that platform to show how they're resilient throughout their lives, because, you know, everyone's going through something. And yeah, that's why I chose this theme. Dear Mamu, it's been 3 days since we lost you, and it feels like every day just keeps getting harder and harder. I couldn't find the motivation anymore for school, and all I feel is guilt that I'm letting you down. I wish I could be as strong as you. I miss you. I'm sorry I left. I'm sorry that I only got to visit you once. I'm sorry that I can't come back to your funeral, and I'm so sorry. But I hope you know, despite all that, I still love you so much. I may not have many memories left from the Philippines, but most of the memories I have are with you. How you always took care of me when Nanay and Tatay were working to give us a better life. You made sure I felt loved and taken care of. I remember sitting in your room on rainy days, listening to the static of the TV with you. Everything felt simpler back then. I remember how when I visited after leaving, how you recognized me. It took a while, but you eventually recognized me. Matt Laris, that's what you called me, not just Matt. You reminded me the power I held with my name and gave me the ability to start believing in myself more. You may not have known it, but you really did. You helped me gain pride in my ancestry by telling me of my great-great-grandparents, Ignacio de Leon and Maria Santos. I'm gonna miss your stories so much. I just wish I could hear more about our family and how you grew up and everything about your life, because I feel like I missed so much by leaving. Nanay and Tatay always taught me that school comes first. To an extent, they're right, but I think I took it a bit too far. I should have visited more often, but school always tied me down. I was naive. After hearing that you left this world, that didn't matter to me anymore. I wanted to drop everything to come back and see you one last time, but I couldn't. And now I live with regret knowing that I had the chance to see you more, but I didn't. Now it's too late, Mamu, and I'm really sorry. I was selfish and I didn't know. I may not be able to see you this week, Mamu, but just know that I will come back and visit your grave. In the meantime, I know you will be watching over me, so please lend me your strength to push through. You are my inspiration. I strive to be as strong and graceful as you were, and I will strive to live a long and happy life as you have. Thank you for showing me how to love and be loved, and I hope I can continue your story by living my own. When we meet again, I can't wait to exchange stories. Until then, rest well, Mamu. Mahal na mahal kita. Love, Matt Laris. Sorry, I haven't visited that letter in a while, but I feel like with resilience too, a lot of us, especially people that move from the Philippines to here, we lose a lot of ourselves and we miss out so much experiences with our extended families that couldn't come here with us. And I just wanted to honor that, because celebrating culture to me is a form of resilience, going back to our ancestry and our roots. And even though we're here experiencing different cultures and like developing our own ways of celebrating things, I feel like it's very important to always come back to those roots and remind ourselves what it means to be Filipino. That is the vision for Kabanatan for CPC this year. It's also our 20th CPC. We missed one because of 2020 and having to cancel that show, and 2021 is virtual, so it's our first time being back in person. I hope you all have an amazing time tonight, and let's celebrate Philippine culture together.
As you know, every culture has their own unique cultural attire, and I will be here to educate you on the costumes you will be seeing tonight. Without further ado, let's see our beautiful models. Alright, so our first model is from the dance Bulaklatan, from the rural streets that originates from the province. This traditional clothing uses short dresses decorated with beads and threads, paired with an arched bamboo garland of leaves and flowers. This dress is widely performed during the month of May, celebrating the Holy Week of the Virgin Mary. Alright, thank you, Shekinah. from the Rural Suite is worn by our male dancer from the National Dance of the Philippines, Tinikling. Their performance is usually a lightweight shirt worn with blue or red trousers. You're not wearing blue or red trousers either. Also, notice how he's not wearing any footwear. This will be a common thing among our models. Thank you, Isaac. Is wearing our female traditional folk clothing for Tinikling, wearing a dress called, excuse my pronunciation, Balingtawak or Kaladong. These dresses have wide arched sleeves, as you can see right here, and are colorful illustrating a sense of, yes, the spirit and the simplicity of life. All right, thank you, Mia. We have our model Tim from the dance Carinosa that you guys just watched. And he is from the suite Maria Clara, that's influenced by Spanish culture. He is wearing a barong Tagalog, which is also called a barong, which is an embroidered long sleeve shirt for men that is worn untucked over his undershirt with trousers and dress shoes. For this dance, males have an handkerchief, which is used as an instrumental role in these romantic dances. You lost your handkerchief? That's okay, Tim. But thank you. Oh, good job. There it is. Thank you for your handkerchief. All right, thank you, Tim. All right, now for my next model, she is depicting the female outfit of Carinosa with a long, elegant red gown with matching red bands. For this dance, these bands are used for her to pointedly hide behind as her dance partner courts her. Dances from this suite usually depict the courting phase of a romantic relationship, as Carinosa means the loving or the affectionate one. All right, thank you, Ambrose. All right, last but not least, we have my twin here. We have Juju here is representing our Muslim suite from dancing Kapa Malong Malong. Influenced by Arabian and Indo-Malaysian cultures in the region of Mindanao, this dance shows the different ways a malong, which is a tubular garment, is worn. A simple top and bottom is worn as the malong is spotlighted for its countless colorful designs and textiles. Alright, thank you, Juju. Alright, everyone, this is very short and sweet. And that concludes our little fashion show for this evening. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new today, and enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you.
Bells, gold.
we're celebrating through different means. So one of them was a fashion show, and the other is through our student performers. So please give it up to half of BAM, Nasal, and Gab.
Alright. So we got 2 tracks for all of you. The first track was written by me, and this no, I can't hear myself.
No, mic. It's mic is not working. There you go.
Okay, so we got 2 tracks for all of you. The first track was written by me. The second track was written by both me and Lisa. Can you guys hear? Oh, sorry, can you guys hear the guitar?
Initially, I really thought your position it would be tragic. This is madness. How'd you come to this conclusion? You would elude it and elude it and not to pursue that you ain't gonna make it. Be the greatest. No, what happened to you? Used to have that fire in ya. Used to have that spark. It's what set you apart from everyone. And didn't you used to tell yourself that, babe? This time will change. I'm just picking up the pace. Getting ready to face the world again. Getting started, fighting apart and spread the wings. This is just the beginning. Yeah. Are you sure? I've traveled so long, traveled the season, yet it still seems I am so far gone. Out of reach. Where is the sun now? Tried to get to it before I fell down.
Flying fall like ubiquitous, you'll be in the ash, giving you a never so major that they prevent helping the beats of that taking this thing on the mouse. They're replaying the routes, feeling overwhelmed. It's true, have you seen you? What you up to? Ran another bit, you're the next account the revenue. Reason of the competition went down in the zone. Then they call you Medusa the way they turn the stone. Just say yes, Lord, I'll go walk, come across. Can't stop when we rock, now we lock it and I'm on God. Gotta believe, pick yourself up and breathe and just take it from me. That one day you will see, hey.
This time will change. I'm just picking up the pace. Getting ready to face the world again. Getting started, fighting apart, spread the wings. This is just the beginning. Yeah. This time will change. I'm just picking up the pace. Getting ready to face the world again. Getting started, fighting apart, and spread the wings. This is just the beginning. Yeah.
Now we got a battle.
You say you made me remember how cruel left me vulnerable, left me wanting you. Yes, I remember, I remember it all. How I threw myself into you, then I continue to fall. That cold night you left and I cried, but I bet you didn't know that you hurt me. How I said, how I begged for you to hold on to me. Hold on, baby. Ain't it too early to leave?
in this bed. I'm falling slowly, calling for some help. Tell me how to fix this, how to save myself.
But I tell myself, hold on, no, hold on and see. This life's yours to keep. Stay too early to leave. The air's getting thinner, but I just gotta breathe. The grass will get greener. Oh, the colors you'll see.
All right, everybody. Wasn't that a beautiful performance? Can we give another round of applause? All right, so for this next dance, this is a part of our modern piece. This is a new addition to our CPC showcase. So I would like to introduce our piece of K-pop. So thank you.
So
my doctorate, and I was happy to graduate in 2020. So thank you so much for all of your support. You're welcome to call me Tita Ro, or maybe if you feel like it, Dr. Ro. Okay, so I have the pleasure of introducing one of our performances, but before I do that, I wanted to just ask for any faculty, staff, and administrators in attendance tonight, if you could please stand. Stand, yes, that's you. Stand up, stand up. We have Dean Pantula, who here takes classes in the College of Natural Sciences. Anyone? Yes, a few of you. So that is the man to know. And then the other individual who stood was Dr. Josephine Mendoza. So some of you may have taken her classes. It's late at night, they've had a full day, but they're still here to support you. So I just want to make sure you know that you are supported by faculty, staff, and administrators. I also want to ask any Lubos PASO alumni in the house. Anyone here? Lubos PASO and the group back here. You come back. Thank you for continuing to support the group, whether or not you are still with CSUSB and when you graduated beyond. So thank you for being here. I know it's been a while since we've gotten together. So thank you again. And last but not least, graduating seniors. Who is leaving us at the end of this year? Anyone? Raise your hand. Be proud. Be proud. Anyone? Anyone? Congratulations. I know it takes a lot just for studies, but to also undertake this venue. So thank you so much for bringing us together. And congratulations on your upcoming graduation. Okay, one more round of applause. I have the honor and pleasure of introducing two individuals who will be performing their rendition of Elton John's I'm Still Standing. It aligns with our resilient theme, and that will be Isaiah Baltier on the drums. Come on down, Isaiah. On guitar and vocals.
Ha?
Hindi ka nagre-record.
Ano?
Hindi ka nagre-record.
Parang ka naman. Nagre-record ako.
Picture lang yan. Time-lapse.
Time-lapse. Maka-hyperlapse ako. Napapagod na ako.
Hindi ka gawin.
Okay. Huh?
Is it everything or just all?
Yeah, yeah, just everything. You can take shifts.
How was class?
Hi, Joy. Actually, class was cut short. Apparently, there was an emergency in one of the elevators.
No way.
Yeah, get this. It was our professor who was stuck in the elevator. Somehow he sent an email saying all AM classes are to be canceled.
Wow, you two are lucky. I wish it was my professor that was stuck in the elevator. I mean, why would I have to sit during a boring lecture?
Isn't Josh in that class? Where is he?
That's what I was about to ask you too. I'll take that as a no. I've been texting him all morning and nothing. Last I heard of him, he was walking by, well, here.
Must have missed him on our way out of our canceled class. Probably. But I think he's actually here now.
You better have a good excuse for being solo with Professor Brown. I honestly don't even feel bad that I was dozing
The
off.
clock tower here is always on the dot. That thing is so old, and it's holding up better than any of the elevators here on campus.
Oh, and you'll never believe the crazy stories going around here lately. Apparently, every time the clock strikes at 12, you can hear the howl of a coyote. They say it's the curse of Wild Song.
There it is again. Elevators. Hey, mate, have you gotten any of those emails about the out-of-service elevators in the buildings?
Yeah, I mean, don't we all? I usually just spam them.
I do too, but have you checked the time that those emails are sent?
What are you going on about?
When you pass by the Wild Song statue, you rub the paw for good luck. But if you disrespect the paw, well, the curse of Wild Song will catch up to you. You know, I don't really know what happens. It's stories. Alright, I gotta go to class before Wild Song Howl gets me. Okay, bye.
Joy?
No way.
Right? It's Josh.
This is going to be our last song, and this was actually written by my brother, who couldn't make it, unfortunately. But we're gonna perform it for you guys. Right?
Eto na naman, parang walang katapusan ang pagdusa ko. Oh, wala kang panalo, araw-araw ba
Choreographed by Eve Santos. This is Nickling.
This is at the Juju. She choreographed Kabanatan model. This is Mia. She choreographed Bulaklakan. This is Ate Eve. She choreographed the Nickling. Does anyone know where Samantha is?
Yeah. I hope you all, like I said at the beginning, our theme this year was resilience, because even though we all went through the pandemic and all had our own hardships, we still created, all of us, the show together, and every single one of you here is part of that experience. So thank you so much.